Continuing coverage, protests and lawsuits are ramping up nearly a week now after the U.S. Supreme Court rolled back the landmark 1973 Roe-v-Wade decision on abortion rights. Already, some state judges have temporarily blocked similar so-called trigger laws in Texas, Utah, and Louisiana, where providers at one of the state's 3 abortion clinics brace for the next steps. Here in Wisconsin, Democratic leaders filed a challenge against their state's statute banning abortion dating back to 1849.
We're going to see a lot of people traveling out of the state of Wisconsin to Minnesota or to Illinois while we work to get these issues resolved.
Meanwhile, the Biden administration making access to family planning services, including emergency and long-acting contraceptives, part of its plan of action in response to the overturn of Roe v. Wade. Now, a Dane County pharmacy is used to juggling high demand and low supply these days. First with COVID supplies, but now it's pregnancy-related items. The Supreme Court's ruling Friday on Roe v. Wade led to a surge in demand for emergency contraceptives. Our Catherine Merck talked with people at that pharmacy to get a sense of how they're handling the pressure to provide. Catherine?
Fitchburg Family Pharmacy is just one of the many businesses that's preparing to respond to what could be a nationwide change in the way people respond to an unwanted pregnancy. They're making sure they meet the demands of their customers while also making sure they have enough stock. Almost as soon as Friday's abortion ruling came out, Fitchburg Family Pharmacy's Thad Schumacher understood what would come soon.
We know that there's going to be a need for women to look for alternative ways to take care of themselves.
Emergency contraceptives, most commonly known through the brand Plan B, are meant to be taken in emergency situations.
It's a backup plan in case they had a contraceptive method that failed.
But demand for those over-the-counter options shot up almost immediately after Friday, which made Schumacher's pharmacy act.
What we've decided to do is place a 2 package per person limit just to make sure that we have enough in stock.
This is happening across the country. CVS is temporarily limiting morning after pills to 3 boxes per transaction. The online reproductive provider Wisp, which sells 2 different types of morning after pills, witnessed a 3,000% surge, according to CBS News.
I think that there's been a lot of increased focus and attention and demand for emergency contraception.
Here in Wisconsin, the pill is still legal and available at pharmacies, both commercially and locally owned. But distributors are wary of the problems that could come.
We are trying to make sure that we are prioritizing making sure that emergency contraception is available for our health centers, make sure that people who need it the most have access to it, given those supply chain constraints.
Fitchburg Family Supply is stable for now, something Schumacher wants his customers to clearly understand and have faith in.
We shouldn't be running out, we shouldn't be running low, and we're going to have it accessible.
The pharmacy's owner did tell me that they haven't exactly experienced any of these types of shortages yet, but if they do happen, the owner told me he's going to respond the same way that he did during the COVID-19 pandemic. He's going to continue to monitor the needs of the community and make sure these products are stocked up on the shelves. Reporting live from Fitchburg, I'm Catherine Merck for News 3 Now.